Hello and welcome to Arts24's weekly music show. My guest this week is a French electro-pop trio that formed in 2013.
Somewhere in my head, I heard it before.
With band members' nationalities ranging from French to Swedish, British and American, Camp Claude count among their influences Massive Attack, The Cardigans and New Order. In 2019, their track Swimming Pool gained international recognition after featuring on the advert of a high-end luxury brand, and they've played alongside the late Japanese composer Ryuichi Sakamoto. They just released their third studio album, Never Say Never, and join me in the France 24 studios to talk about this. We have Diane and Leo from Camp Claude. Thank you for being here.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you. First up, we've got some major news from Ireland. U2 have dropped an Easter EP called Easter Lily, only a couple of months after their previous one, Days of Ashes. And Bono has assured fans that the Irish superstars are gearing up for a new album, saying, "We still look to vivid rock and roll as an act of resistance against all this awfulness on our small screens." Well, as some of you eagerly await U2's 15th studio album, here's one of the tracks from their Easter EP, Inner Life.
I meet you in the joy you steal, stones and sticks, you're kicking the pricks, and still I'm learning how to kneel and what not to feel. And when we reach the circle line.
Less politics and more introspection from U2 on this new EP. Now, Camp Claude, any opinions about U2? I know they're a huge band and they're still going strong.
Well, for me, they were so big when I was a child, so I'm all for with or without you. You know, I can't live.
What about you?
I mean, I enjoy. I rarely listen to it, but I enjoy especially the period with Brian Eno as well.
No, so interesting to see what will come of this next record. Camp Claude, for people who are just discovering you today, why are you called Camp Claude?
Well, when we started making music, we didn't really know what we were gonna present. What is this? Which is something I love. We just started making music. We didn't really know if it was gonna be a band or a real project. I personally had no clue.
Yeah.
But then when we started to be okay, we have all these songs, we need to release them, we need to show the world something. We wanted to be a band name, band something, or club da-da-da. And back then there was Moonrise Kingdom by Wes Anderson that came out. And I don't know, I'm really cinephile, we all are. We were kind of in that vibe. And the guys really liked, when we were collaborating at first, they really liked my folky, campfire singing.
Yeah.
So we were okay, camp, there's a good vibe. And we were maybe something a little airy, Camp Cloud, or, and I was Claude is my second name. And we love that it's genreless, you know, it could be a man, a woman.
There's no
and
gender.
it's Camp Claude, it's a place you go to.
Oh, well, that's exciting. Now, congratulations on the new record, because, you've got some very club-friendly tracks like Heartbeat, which I particularly liked. Others like Never Say Never are very electro-clash. And you've also got some super dreamy tracks. And we're going to talk about the song I Just Want It All. Now, not to quote the Spice Girls, but what do you want? Do you really, really want?
I love the Spice Girls. They were my first big when I was 5.
Hard to
It was
relate.
my thing. Yeah.
And so what is this desire for freedom and desire for wanting what you want that comes coming
Well,
across?
that's life, huh?
Yeah.
It's all we really want. Now that I feel the more we grow, the more we think about creativity and what we're doing. The more freedom, just expressing ourselves and being ourselves to the max and following our instincts. So we don't we really made this while not judging. We weren't judging the style. We were just going with what was fun and felt good. So yeah, freedom for sure.
That's good. I read that you also made this record in a very short period of time, contrary to the previous records where you could go, it was endless. What was the decision, and what did you learn from this experience?
We want really enjoy the spontaneous feel, because we consider there is always, you can always feel something more than what you hear, and yeah.
Yeah, well, we had like 4 or 5 songs already written for a while, and we did release like a single early on, like Tell Me. So we had some stuff, and then we finally signed with new tour managers. They were like, tour, new album. And everybody was getting so excited with the new album, you know, and everything we could build around that.
So you got
and I
some
remember
momentum.
telling the guys, I was like, I mean, we don't have the new album yet, you know? We have like 5 songs, like, you know, chill out, but we have to make them. And we planned on doing 3 days in the studio with Mike and Leo in the original studio that we started working together in, like, back in 2013 in Galiani.
And that seems to have worked really well. How about we check out, we're going to check out one of the videos right now, taken from this new album, it's Camp Claude.
Is there any way to stop it? Rise above it, now I love it. Now my sky is full of comets. See my planet is a star. Yeah, I'm so far from it.
I Just Want It All, which is part of Camp Claude's new album, Never Say Never. Fantastic video there, guys. We love the little devil and angel. Also, first of all, thank you very much for still making music videos. I know that you guys actually met in the process of making music videos. How are you keeping that art alive? Because nowadays, lots of people don't bother and they just make visualizers.
Yeah, and everybody's like, music videos are dead. And honestly, like, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of money, supposedly. So yeah, you really have to like, have that budget and then have that time to produce. And I don't know why, I feel like I always do the opposite of what people tell me to do. I hate following like
Trends.
other people's opinions and trends. And so people are like, music videos are dead. And I'm like, okay, I'll make like 6.
Well done. You guys have like really got a nice job in it. Also, I read that like live performance has really like impacted the recording as well, like the way you compose music now. Tell us how, Leo.
Yeah, I mean, we enjoyed. We played a few festivals, and we always felt like the end of the set is quite bombastic. And basically, we just wanted to stay bombastic a little bit longer. So we were kind of looking for songs actively because we have that are more bombastic. So Heartbeat, as you mentioned, for example, goes well in this last part of the set, where we kind of try to make people go crazy.
You've done a good job.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to move on to some other news, and I think you might like the next character who's coming about. It's a rapper who was a hit at the Paris 2024 Olympics. I particularly liked him around the equestrian activities. I'm, of course, talking about Snoop Dogg, who is super busy these days. He's set to star in the Ridley Scott-produced film God of the Rodeo, and is dropping this week a new album called 10 Till Midnight. Here's one of the singles, Stop Counting My Pockets.
Yeah, man. So I'm hanging out with this little chicken here, right? And she started telling me about how much money I got. About this deal and that deal, you know. All up in mine. I ain't got time. I'm $100 million nigga. With this gin and juice, play another 8 figures. You can add it up.
Looking forward to these 14 tracks on this new Snoop Dogg album that will definitely get you in a fly mood. Now, Camp Claude, who are you listening to get into a fly mood these days?
I have a big crush on this band that's really like in it right now called Geese.
Oh yeah, Geese, the Brooklyn band.
Yeah, and then I love Shit Kid as well, a Swedish chick in her band. ML Bush.
Okay.
Yeah, I think those are my top.
Top favorites. What about you?
I listened a lot to Charlie XCX
Yes.
lately. I mean, still.
Yeah, interesting. Very good soundtrack she made for Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
That's very cool. And any more fashion adventures? Because I know you're still with the fashion crowd a little bit. You run with them, and that's been...
Right now, we love Carne Bolente, which Leo is wearing.
Very good designs.
And we always do like little collabs with designers and stuff. I'm working on my look for Thursday Trabendo coming up.
Okay, very cool.
yeah.
And will you be playing anywhere else? Sweden, the UK, the US? Any?
We will play in UK. It's not announced yet, but we're going to play in June.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's very exciting. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
taking the
Thank
time
you.
to come
Thank
by. I'm afraid that's all we've got time for on Arts 24's music show this week. A special thanks to Diane and Leo from Camp Claude, and check out their new album, Never Say Never. And we're going to play out with Lime Garden. It's a band from Brighton. The song is coming from their upcoming record, Not Tonight, a second album which features this track, Downtown Lover. Catch them live across Europe. They will be playing Rennes in Brittany on the 21st of May and Paris in the autumn.
I can't be